How to organize resumes in Notion for free in 2025. I'm Erin from Startup Wise, and I'll walk you through the exact system that makes resume tracking simple, even if you've never touched Notion before. Many founders and small businesses owners feel buried by hiring tools. Either the software is too advanced and pricey for a small team, or resumes pile up in email with no clear system. And that's where Notion can help. It's flexible, easy to start with, and makes organizing candidates straightforward without extra overhead. By the end of this, you'll not only know how to set it up, but you'll also have a system that saves you time, avoids mistakes, and actually makes your hiring process look professional. Stick with me because I'll also screen share Notion's pricing so you know exactly what you get at each tier. Why use Notion for resumes? Why Notion, and why not just Google Drive or email folders? The short answer: visibility and structure. When resumes are scattered everywhere, you waste time searching and risk losing tracking really great candidates. In Notion, you build one hub where every candidate lives. You can tag them by role, move them through your pipeline, and add notes all in the same place. Think of it as a light ATS, applicant tracking system, and the difference? You're not paying hundreds a month. For early stage teams, that cost really matters. The setup, high level but practical. Here's the foundation you need to build. So you're going to go ahead and click the link down below and sign into Notion yourself. Awesome. So once you've logged into Notion, you can see that there's a search bar, a homepage, Notion AI, and inbox. And Notion AI is the best because it actually helps you create databases without having to do it manually. So for AI, I'm going to go ahead and ask them to create my own database. First is going to be database table. And this is going to be your candidate hub. Number 2 is properties. So your columns, and that's going to include candidate name, the role that they applied for, their current status. So if they've just applied, interviewed, offered, hired, rejected, the resume uploaded, their email, and then include notes for interview feedback. Then we're going to go ahead and do views. And this is going to be your pipeline view. So you can drag and drop different candidates by the stage that they're in, and you can go ahead and label that. So you can let them know what you're specifically looking for, which I really like about Notion AI. So drag and drop candidates by stage, role view. So you can see candidates grouped by which role they applied for. And then we're going to put the calendar view, which is essentially you would track last contact dates or interview dates. Overall, you want to keep it simple, and if you add too many fields, you'll definitely stop updating. So a pro tip is you really want to keep it simple. You want to specify what you need each candidate hub to kind of clarify. And if you add way too many fields, you'll eventually stop updating it. So just clarify that for yourself. So on the very left, you can see they have created the candidate hub for us. Again, you can create a new page for the different candidate name, role they applied for, current status, email, last contact, interview date, resume, and the notes for each candidate. Overall, really great way to keep it simple and consistently update and stay organized. Here's how it would flow in real life. First, a candidate applies. You want to drop their resume PDF into the resume column and update their status to applied. After a phone screen, you could drag them to interview and jot really quick bullet points on how you feel like that call went. Keep moving them down the pipeline until they're either hired or rejected. This means at any point you can open up Notion and instantly see where every candidate stands. So there's no digging through inboxes or forgetting to reply. One of the most underrated parts of Notion is definitely the notes you keep. So don't just upload resumes. You want to capture what specifically stood out to you. Did the candidate explain why they left their last job? Did they light up when you talked about culture fit? Are there any red flags that you noticed? When you're juggling multiple candidates, those notes save you from forgetting conversations. They also help your co-founders or teammates stay in sync. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's add some real talk. Here's what most founders mess up when they DIY resume tracking. Overbuilding. They try to make their database way too fancy, so keep it lean like we did so you actually use it. Not updating statuses. If you don't move your candidates along in the database, your database becomes useless. So set aside 5 minutes after each interview to update it. Forgetting communication logs. Always note when you last contacted someone. This prevents ghosting candidates. Avoid those mistakes mistakes, and your Notion setup will feel like a real system, not just another spreadsheet. Importing resumes. You don't need integrations to get started. 2 easy ways. Drag PDF straight into the database, or you can use a Notion form. Candidates or teammates can essentially drop resumes right into your system. Later on, if you scale, you can actually connect Notion to Zapier or Google Forms, but definitely don't overcomplicate it from the start. Why pricing matters. Now here's something I want to stress. Pricing matters because it determines how far you can scale this system before paying. If you're a solo founder, the free plan gives you everything you need: unlimited resumes, databases, and views. But once you start collaborating with a team and need permissions or advanced integrations, that's when you'll look at the plus or business plans. So let's jump into a quick screen share of Notion's pricing. So we could see here you could pay monthly or yearly. So we could start off with the free version. It's definitely for individuals to organize personal projects and life. It comes with basic forms, basic sites, Notion calendar, Notion mail, and databases including subtasks, dependencies, custom properties, and more. It's basically everything you need to run a lightweight hiring hub. And then there is a plus version, which is $10 per month. It's great for small teams and professionals to work together. Everything in free plus unlimited collaborative blocks, unlimited file uploads, unlimited charts. You get custom forms, custom sites, basic integrations like Slack, Gmail, or Google Drive, and also you get a trial of Notion AI. So this is great if you have co-founders or a small HR team. Then the business plan is definitely highly recommended. It's $20 per month. I think the biggest thing that stands out, it adds serious features like SAML, SSO, private team spaces, and premium integrations. And this is for startups growing fast with more structured HR. And I personally love how there is unlimited Notion AI, comes with their agent, the search, meeting notes. So if you ultimately want as much information as possible, plus you won't run out of uploads and search for Notion AI, the business one is going to be your plan. Then lastly, there's enterprise for custom pricing for organizations to operate with scalability, control, and security. So definitely for big organizations with compliance and security needs. Key takeaway is to start free, upgrade only if your hiring volume or team size forces you to. Extra value, why this matters for startups. This isn't just about organization, it's about building trust. With candidates, when you stay organized, candidates feel respected. You're less likely to ghost them or forget to follow up with them. With investors, a sloppy hiring process will signal weak operations. An organized system definitely shows maturity. With growth, as soon as you scale hiring, you'll be glad you already built this foundation instead of worrying later. Here's how one startup founder I worked with used Notion. They were hiring their first sales representative, and they set up a Notion database with 20 applicants, dropped in their resumes, and tagged notes after each interview. They hired their top pick, and when it didn't work out 6 months later, they can actually go back into the database and re-engage with second choice candidates. That way you're already using a pipeline that you sourced from. So that's a hidden benefit. Your Notion hub becomes a living talent pool you can return to. So that's how you organize resumes in Notion for free in 2025. It's fast, it's simple, and it's the perfect system for early engaged startups that can't justify paying for an ATS just yet. If you want to get started with Notion, use this link, startupwise.com/Notion. Disclaimer, that's an affiliate link, which means if you use it, we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. It helps us keep making free practical tutorials for founders like you. I'm Erin from Startup Wise. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.